Hi, everybody. It's just me tonight. So Mark is off doing some things, and you're in for a treat because Kenzie's actually going to do most of the talking. And but I do have something I wanted to share with you um, as an analogy that kind of came to me today, and it actually goes along with building our business. So, and we'll do that what's new and good at the end. We'll switch it up this time. So we'll do that and then questions. So I am a plant person. I love plants. I have a green thumb. I can keep pretty much anything alive except for cactus. I figure if plants grow well in water, that all plants should grow well in water. So I overwater cactus and I kill them. So so on our travels, I bought a rosemary plant. So it has been shifted around throughout the rig and making sure that it hits the right sun and the right water. And so as I've been busy and the sun is different, it's been sitting on my desk and I check on it, I water it, but I got a little busy with what's going on. And so I didn't tend to it and I didn't nurture it. I didn't watch it closely. And so it was here in my vision. I kind of glanced at it every once in a while and it was doing okay. I had just watered it. And so literally overnight, this is what happened to my rosemary plant by not tending my plant. Even though I was watching it and glancing at it, this sucker died overnight. And honestly, I hardly ever have plants that die. But I look at it in the same way with our business. We can watch our business from the sideline. We can glance at it. We can come on board for a little bit. But if we don't tend it, if we don't nurture it, and we don't take care of it on a consistent basis, it could literally die overnight. So that's my analogy for the day. It's all yours, Kenzie. Take it away.
Awesome. Okay, so Lindsay and I were talking this week about BOGOs and how we can maximize BOGOs. So we talk about BOGOs a lot. We talked about BOGOs last time there was BOGOs, right? Here's the thing, guys. doTERRA does BOGOs, and they're going to be coming back every few months. So we need to incorporate it into how we do business. So tonight I'm going to go over the 7 steps that doTERRA has provided us on how to do that and what that should look like. And then we can talk after I tell you the 7 steps, kind of how you are utilizing and maybe share ideas of what you guys are doing this week to promote them. So the first thing that doTERRA tells us to do is focus on the experience and the learning aspect. This is first for you, the user. We have brand new people on this call tonight, all the way to people who have been here for 10 years. So if you haven't experienced what the BOGO oils are for this week, here's your opportunity, right? So 1, make your collection complete. So if you don't have that oil, order it for yourself, experience it, use it to educate yourself. This week you see a lot of educational posts going on social media about the specific oils. So use it as your own personal knowledge base first, and your own personal experience. We know that the BOGOs are right around, the $20, $30 range. So we know that this week, if you do all 5, your investment is going to be about $100, let's say, okay? So plan on that. Plan on spending that $100 just for you to get whatever those oils are. Today you get 3 oils. So plan on putting in your order every day. One way that a client of mine is maximizing BOGOs to bring on new people, she teaches very young builders who don't have that much to invest back into their business to order an extra BOGO every day. And the reason why is because at the end of the week, you'll have 10, 11, 12 products that you have in a grab bag that you've paid nothing for, right? Because we're getting them for free. So now this is her grab bag that she uses to enroll people. So I'm going to enroll 10 people before the next BOGO. I have a few months to do that, right? Every one of those people gets something out of your grab bag. So it's not something that you're, having to put that fast start right back into because you got it for free. So I highly suggest taking advantage of that. And I think as you teach your young builders, that kind of helps map it out in our minds. One, we've set the presence that you're going to enroll 10 people before the next BOGO, right? You already have your gift that you're going to provide for them for enrolling with you. So the next step is to emphasize using it for the LRP and free points. So if you have people on your team, which most of us here do, we need to teach our people with the BOGOs how to do LRP, right? We know that if you do a 50 PV LRP, you're going to start earning back free product points. Use the BOGO as an opportunity to teach people how to use their account. So the people who have enrolled from the last BOGO, right, this is their first BOGO. Maybe they just ordered their enrollment kit. Maybe they're not on LRP yet. Maybe they've never ordered anything since their initial order. Whatever the thing is, this is your opportunity to touch back with them for a purpose, for a reason, right? And not just trying to sell them something else. It's, hey, this is what's going on this week. We have BOGOs. Let me teach you how to use your account. We really want to emphasize people purchasing the BOGOs on their own account. There's power in that. They're earning points. They're seeing how to set up their LRP and that whole process. If you can teach someone how to do a BOGO, they're going to do it every time. Do you know what I'm saying? And when we do it to set up for the points, they're turning on their LRP. They're getting back their free shipping. They're possibly earning points if they spend enough. And their LRP's on, right? So that means they're going to have to either go back in and cancel it, or they're going to be set up for the next month to get that in the flow. The next point doTERRA gives us is to use it as a talking point. So if you're building this business, you're at least talking to 2 people every day about doTERRA. You're seeking out 2 brand new people to talk to about oils. So BOGO is a great talking point. So make sure that you're bringing it up in your conversation, that's what's going on. It's an exciting time, right? I think some of us say, oh my gosh, it's freaking BOGO week again. Like me, you guys, that's how I sometimes feel like, you've got to be kidding me. We're doing this again. Because it can be kind of crazy, right? It throws you off. You're posting things different. It's a whole different realm of your business. But the reality is BOGO can really build and make your business thrive. Like, we need to get on the bandwagon that BOGO is the best thing ever. And if you don't feel that way about BOGO, you are on the wrong train. So get on board. The next thing doTERRA gives us is to build, Romy's laughing at me. Just so you guys know, I'm wearing Romy's t-shirt right now. It says keep calm and oil on. Oh, and share on. Okay, the next step is to build your team relationship. We have team members, right? We need to be communicating with them. If you're not communicating with your team, we need to get communicating with your team. So BOGOs is an opportunity to text your people, to email your people, to call your people, to post on their social media walls, to private message them, to tag them in a post. Everyone on your team should have a personal touch from someone on the team. If you have over 20, 25 people, great. You have someone else to help you with that. So let's talk to the leaders and get them on board, because people don't know, you guys. Like, it's hard for me to believe that people don't spend all day on Facebook like I do, but the truth is they don't. Like, I've met a few people that are like, man, I don't know. My husband wrote a comment on Facebook today for the first time, I think ever. So, some people just don't get it. So go out of your way to let them know, hey, I'm thinking of you. Hey, I wanted you to get in on this deal. Hey, just so you know, doTERRA does this every few months. Plan ahead. I'll be getting back with you. How's it going with your account? Do you have any questions? I see you've been ordering LRP. Do you know you have points to use? Do you know how to use those? It's just putting people back in the forefront. Okay. Gain new leads online. So I think this is really important. So if you want to enroll people with the frankincense promotion, you're meeting those people this week. Okay. So the people who are just like, I just want to order an oil, I'm not really interested in a membership. If someone's interested in ordering an oil, they will enroll. They will. Maybe not with you if you don't follow up, but then one day they're going to enroll with someone. So throw it out there for those quick grabs of, hey, yeah, I want one, or I want two, or whatever with your people. But you need to jot those people down, because that's the seed you're planting today to get them a free frankincense in December. So if they're not ready, don't push it. Great. Put them on the list. They're on the next BOGO list. They're going to enroll. So I think that's really critical that you keep them in what's going on. And with new leads online, there's a couple ways to do that. One, your personal profile, right? We know that's a great way to find new people, but have a separate list just for BOGOs. So whether you create a BOGO group and you put people in that, and then you just post the BOGOs and the education on the BOGOs, and then let the group go silent until the next BOGO, and then post in there again, right? So you're building that group. The other thing that you can do is do an event. So do an event on Facebook for the BOGO, and then on the next BOGO, you're going to go back to that event and click duplicate event. And when you duplicate an event, it invites everyone that was invited to that event previously. Okay, so they're going to get a notification seeing the new BOGO weeks coming up. So these are the people on your list. And just however you keep them, whether it's on a scratch sheet or an Excel, or that doesn't matter. And when I talk about touches, I think it's important that these touches aren't coming from things like Cinduit or a third party or Infusionsoft, or it's not MailChimp. We're not talking about a newsletter type thing here. It's a personal touch. So if you already have a prospect list, awesome, send it to them. If not, you need to create that prospect list, because these are the people who I said are going to get that free frankincense in December. And don't be afraid to plant that seed this week. Like, oh, you just want the spearmint and the 2 free oils? Awesome. I just want you to know that there's this amazing deal in December. You're going to fall in love with these oils. You're going to find a million ways to use them. You're going to have a million oils you want to gift. Plan on spending about $200 in December. You're going to get a free frankincense. It's worth $93. Let them know. You know, we all know Black Friday is coming, right? Well, that's the same thing with our frankincense. It's coming. Okay. Reach out to previous contacts. People, like I said, that are already on your list. Grab them. Talk to them about it. Go back through your messenger. I think that's a good way to see who have I already talked to. Go through your cell phone. And again, keep it about the education. It's not necessarily just about that quick sale. I think the next step is encourage your builders. So if you have people who are building this business with you, do a call with them and teach them what to do, right? BOGOs are kind of like a marathon, right? Like some of us forgot to sign up, right? On Sunday, we said, oh, it's BOGO, so I'm going to do it. I'll post every day, right? And we were not trained for this marathon this week. And so here we are on day 2, and we're feeling a little winded. We're a little burnt, right? So you got to prepare ahead of time. So you have your little marathon team that you're preparing right now for the next marathon. So it's okay if you feel a little scattered with those builders today, but get your team together and know that this is how we train for BOGOs. This is what we do, which means when you tell people to make a list of 100, they might say, well, why? Or how am I gonna, what's the purpose of this? Well, obviously all these people, how does this look? Like not everyone's gonna whip out their checkbook and give me $400, right? And we train them. Oh, this is how the system works. We're going to do BOGOs. We're going to offer a team incentive. We're going to do doTERRA's promotion. Whatever it is, make BOGOs part of that process. And the next thing is if you're builders or you have a close team in your community, save on shipping and get 5 people to do BOGOs with you. And this works great. Just have one person order the BOGO for that day and they'll order 5 on their account, which means they're going to get all those points and they're going to pay shipping one time. And then you guys get together later in the week and disperse the oils. Everyone gets their product. So everyone's dedicated to buying a BOGO a day. Just one person's making that purchase. And that also makes it easier as a write-off too, right? Because you're only tracking one transaction instead of 5. So those are doTERRA's tips on how to save or how to maximize BOGOs. What questions do you guys have as we're in BOGOs? Who's utilizing BOGOs? Are you selling them individually? Are you selling them retail? Are you using them for a promotion? Are you ordering in places you need the volume? How are you maximizing this week? Are you brand new to oils and you're just ordering for yourself? Just curious. I'm going to change my screen. Who's ordered the BOGOs?
Oh, I have a quick question.
Okay.
Okay, so we have been doing BOGO relays, the teams of 5, and it's awesome. We did it last time. It's grown exponentially, and it's really helping with volume. But my question is, because we do fill in certain spots. So we have a couple of friends who are down, and they allow us to help to use their account. And so our concern is, like, if it's our credit card, even though we might be dispersing them, it's our credit card because we're ordering on our friend's account. How is that going to affect, like, the percentage if we make rank, like the percentage that it's coming from us?
Right. So what doTERRA is going to do, especially if you're going for a rank advancement this month, is they're going to need to see where that's coming from. So you have to track that. So if people are buying those products from you, just make sure you can show that, whether it's in PayPal or Venmo or a picture of their checks. I would try not to get cash from people just so you can track it. If you can't track it, then they're going to say, no, you bought that rank.
Okay. And what percentage is that? I mean, it's like 2 accounts, so 2 days worth. Is that really a big deal, or is it?
It depends on what rank you're going for. There's a different buy-in per rank.
Okay.
So it depends on what you're trying to achieve and where you're hitting. And doTERRA actually does not provide us with that material because they don't want to, obviously, because then we'd all be like, all right. But you can send a message into your account manager and just say, this is where we're at. For this month, are we going to be okay?
Okay.
And they'll say yay or nay, or can you show us the receipts or whatever.
Awesome.
But are you guys going for rank?
Well, we are always, yeah.
Right? Is this
Good answer.
Hello.
Yeah, we canceled our trip to Maine for this week. 2 months in. So.
Wow.
We love
Dedication.
BOGO.
Heck yeah.
So if you're going for just Premier, is that not as necessary? Or do you need to keep track of every little thing for that too?
Well, I would definitely just get in the habit of tracking what you're doing. Even if you just have a sheet, Iris, and you're just putting their name, how many they bought, the total, and then they're paying you somehow. I wouldn't necessarily worry about it too much, but I would still get in the habit of that because it's a lot easier to learn that now than when you are getting BOGOs, 200 BOGO orders, It's just
right.
like, this is how we do BOGOs.
Okay, thank you.
Iris, it's not just Premier.
Thank you.
Going for Premier.
Thank you.
Doing it. Premier is a big deal. Every single rank is a big deal.
Yes, it is. It
That's right.
definitely is.
She beat me to the punch.
Thank you both for getting me to speak positively.
That's very cool. Any other questions about BOGOs?
I don't have a question, but I have a statement.
What is it?
So, so the BOGO from yesterday, I had a lady, a wife from Kevin's unit, message me about the Lavender and Serenity promo. She's like, I just want one Serenity. Like, okay, are you sure? Because if you do 2, then you get 2 lavenders too. And so I talked with her and she was going to enroll, but ultimately she didn't enroll. She's waiting until later in the month to do it. But needless to say, when we were done with the transaction, she purchased 3 bottles of Serenity, got 3 bottles of lavender for free, and a Correct X.
Awesome.
So always make sure that you're talking and upselling, I guess. I hate the word upsell because it sounds very salesy. But remind everyone that you're talking to, you can get up to 5 oils, purchase 5, but then you also get 5 of whatever the free oil is too. I don't think people realize that. It doesn't, for some reason, it doesn't click. She saw everything that was put out there and it did not click. She thought that if she purchased 1 bottle, she was only getting 1 free lavender. It wasn't the 1 for 1.
Yeah,
That's a good point.
Really good point.
So I'm just, I guess, doing it right now to build volume. I've got a bunch of people that, had fallen off. Again, the rosemary plant died. Huge, big time,
I'm gonna make a shirt that says that and sell at a convention. Don't let your rosemary plant die.
That's right. And these people, in fact, I think really their membership is probably expired. So I couldn't, ask somebody to order a bunch, for themselves. So I'm going to have the paperwork, I think, nightmare,
So what are you going for, Tracy? Like you say to get volume, but are you going for a specific rank? Map it out for me.
Okay, that's a good question. Elite definitely, and I just got an actual real builder. Okay.
Real deal. The real new rosemary plant.
Yeah.
Rosemary plant. So we're looking at Premier. Absolutely.
Okay.
Sweet.
I needed that volume. So, yesterday I ordered the 5 Serenities, because I had 3 people who wanted some things. And now today I've got 2 people who want this. So I'm placing this order, but I'm placing it in my name.
Okay. So this is a really good point.
So tell me what to do.
So Elite is a fun place to be because you can have your volume anywhere.
Right.
You just have to have 3,000 overall volume. 3,000 OV makes an Elite. So if you're brand new to this call, to hit Elite, which is the 3rd rank.
Yes.
3rd rank.
It's a 3rd rank.
You have to have 3,000 OV, which is, 3,000. So Tracy, if you're going for Elite this month, it doesn't matter. If you're doing it on your account, great. Get the points, keep those points and use them for yourself. Right.
Okay.
And then to go Premier, your new builder, so Premier has 2,000 in 2 separate legs.
Correct.
Okay. So just help her focus on getting to Elite herself, and then you get to Elite and you'll be Premier.
Okay. So then I'll just have a major ginormous credit card. That's okay. But I'll just go. I'll just be happy with the points. I'll have tons of points.
Yeah, you will have tons of points because you're at 30% too. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where if you place that somewhere else, that account, if they're not using it, is not at 30%, obviously.
Right. Absolutely. I did wonder about asking this new gal if she wanted to order, because if she ordered, she's still in the fast start period, and I would get 20%. I'd get that fast start check. So I wondered what you thought of that.
Yes.
I know.
Hello.
I thought of that a little too late.
Credit card bill.
I thought of that a little too late, but
yeah, that's very smart.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you.
You're right on track.
Okay, cool.
Here you go.
Can I clarify something? So yesterday with the Serenity and Lavender BOGO, I saw a few different graphics going around that included enrollment kits. And I actually had to call my account manager to clarify what was happening on this graphic, because in all the time that we've been doing the oils, I have never heard of purchasing an enrollment kit that includes that oil and still getting the free oil.
Oh, yeah.
So So anyone that saw an enrollment kit graphic that had just the enrollment kit and then the free oil on it is wrong. You actually have to purchase the enrollment kit and then add the Serenity to your order, and then you get the free lavender or the BOGO or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So just so everyone knows, because there was a few different ones that I saw, but they were from last year. So I don't know if whoever was doing it realized that they were last year's graphics. But even then, it was still wrong information.
Yeah, always check your information. I think that's a really good point.
Mm-hmm.
And I even saw a post this week that I'm going to go back and try to find out who it was, because the doTERRA products they were promoting aren't available. It was the control line. So just check your stuff. Make sure when you see a graphic, don't just grab it and share it. Make sure it's the real deal.
That's a really good point. Check your source before you share. And another thing with the sharing and this is kind of a little off topic, but when you're sharing other people's posts and they have their link in there, you're giving them free business. So make sure when you're sharing stuff, their link is not in there, because that could ultimately be you.
Yeah.
You can share information, maybe give them credit or whatever, but make sure that their link is not there.
Great point.
We did something very fun in the group. We do guess the BOGO, and then we give a prize if someone gets it right.
Awesome.
And so it's very fun, and there's a lot of engagement, so it keeps you. And we do that in the we have an oil BOGO group, kind of just real quick to see who's in, and then we do everything else on our regular group, just so there's a lot of education about it. It's
That's awesome.
fun.
That's a great idea.
Cool. Any other questions about BOGOs before I show you guys the link generator?
So sounds like everybody is posting the BOGOs on their Facebook page. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, that's how doTERRA actually shares them. They do email them to us now, which is great.
Yeah.
But that's the first place it's posted is on Facebook.
Okay. Because I actually haven't put mine on my Facebook page. Don't ask me why. I just haven't.
Yeah, I would.
I've been personally messaging people. So unfortunately,
well, that's good too.
That's really good.
But then those are the only people who know about the BOGO, not
Right.
just friends.
Throw it out there.
Yeah.
And talk about, I mean, like I said, you guys, in 6 months, it's Christmas, right? If someone would just spend that $30 today, they have to have 3 people crossed off their Christmas list. Oh, you need a present for everyone in your office? Great. Today's the day to buy it. You know, really help them plan ahead.
Talking about the Facebook page, I had a builder who hasn't really started yet. She's been researching and learning. She's got her natural solution kit, but about 3 months in now. And when the BOGO started, she got very excited and put it all over her Facebook page. And she had 3 enrollments in the last 2 days.
That's
Nice.
And she
Awesome.
didn't even know
Awesome.
how to enroll them. She had to contact us saying, "What do I do? I want to enroll." But we got them.
That's
So it
exciting.
does work to put it on your Facebook page.
Oh, yeah. Everyone loves a good deal.
Yeah.
And the BOGOs are available on doTERRA's Facebook page by midnight. I got the new BOGO at 12:30 last night
Yeah.
off of their doTERRA Essential Oils page.
I do that every night.
Yep.
To be honest with you, I was trying to get in the BOGO spirit, right? I was feeling a little sad for myself that I had to focus this week on BOGOs yet again. So to be totally 100% honest with you, I got in the bathtub and I put this plank of table across the bathtub with my computer at midnight, and I sat there and posted everyone's BOGO. Made it a lot more fun.
And interesting, I'm sure.
So another thing, just to plug into that, Malaysia is doing BOGOs right now. I have a client building in Malaysia, and our BOGOs so far have been what their BOGOs are, and they're 12 hours ahead of us. So you can go to the Malaysian Facebook page and take a wild guess at what might be tomorrow. Now, I'm not saying that's fact. I'm just saying that 2 days in a row just happened to be. Look at Crystal going at it right now. Okay, so
just tell us what it is.
I believe when I looked earlier, it was like a frankincense touch and an on guard touch. But again, don't quote me on that. And if you're on Crystal and Nils' team, go to their page and guess, because you might win something tomorrow. It's funny. Okay, so we just talked real quickly about sharing links. And LaTara and I were talking about this earlier this week, but doTERRA has created this awesome tool for us. It's at labs.doterra.com. Okay, and what it is it's a place to go and create links that will link people to your doTERRA number. So you know how right now you have your doTERRA URL that's like mydoterra.com / your number or your name or whatever you set it up to be. So now I'm going to share my screen and show you this real quick. So now, can you see my screen? Yeah? Okay, you go to labs.doterra.com and scroll down to the link generator. And here you can enter your member ID, so I'll put in mine. And I can choose what I want to link people to. So let's say I have a friend who is struggling with sleep, okay? So rather than just sending her an enrollment kit, I'll come over here to either education or product. I think there's a really good one here. Look, bedtime for kids, right? Okay, let's say she needs to focus on that. Click generate link, and now I have this new link that takes them, and it's linked to my number. So if my friend goes to this link and pulls it up, she learns all about essential oils for bedtime for her children. It's very professionally done. And then if she adds something to the cart, like let's say she wants to learn about lavender, anything that she adds to the cart is going to be tagged with me. So she'll check out, and when she checks out, it will say, hey, do you want to save $40 and become a wholesale customer? There's just a button for that because it'll be retail prices. But when you come in here, what I wanted to show you is this is all information doTERRA doesn't necessarily use on their own page. They have built this out for us. So even just come look at this, like lavender. Like what a cool graphic to share with someone. So just come and save these graphics and share them like that. But again, you just go to the link generator. I'll show you another one. Let's say somebody wants to enroll. They want more information on a specific kit. So go to products and just type in whatever kit. So, hey, Luce, no. Generate the link and then go to it. And now it'll take them just to this kit. I'm not a robot. And now here it is. So she can learn all about it, see the retail, see the wholesale, add it to the cart. She's added it to the cart, come up here. And it asks, are you a member? No, I'm not a member. Okay, continue to check out. And then right here it says, okay, it's gonna be $200. Do you wanna save $50 on this order? Become a wholesale member. Like how fantastic is this? Dreams come true right here. If they click that, I believe if they click, see how it tags with me right there? That's how you know. And up here it says my name too. But if you go back, I wanna say that if you proceed to check out, oh, no, it doesn't. But the deals are all here. I mean, it's just fantastic. I'm so excited about it. Everyone needs to use it. Questions?
That's awesome.
How long has that been up?
They just started playing with it since last convention, but it's been a pretty slow process. So they just keep adding a little more and a little more. So now, I mean, now you can, every product's in there now. There's a few different blog posts, and they've announced 2 more tools coming to us. So I'm not sure what those are going to be, but I'm excited about it.
The one new tool with, now I cannot remember it, Romy, where it's on our drop down and the back office, but it is, the or not personal development, but it's all of the education links.
All of the education links. Are you talking about the videos?
No, I'll see if I can find
Power
it.
of success.
Like the university and all of those links.
No,
Like
I will. I'll go get it and share it. Sorry.
Don't be sorry. Share it, girlfriend.
Yeah.
Okay, so what about amplify?
Uh-huh. So that's just more doTERRA graphics for you to use and share, whether that's through social media or email or whatever you want to do. If you have an Amplify?
No, I wondered what it was and
Yeah, it's just pre-made doTERRA content that you can use and
what
share.
the deal was.
Yeah, you can buy it through your back office. I think it's like $15 a year.
Yeah.
Tracy, did you see the trim shake post that I did today?
No.
Okay. If you go onto my Facebook, my wall, I did a trim shake post today that was by Amplify.
Okay. Okay, cool.
It is amazing because it takes all of the time, basically, that you go and you search out different graphics or you make your own graphic, and it's got all the education stuff there for you, and it's linked through you because it's in your back office. It comes to you.
Yeah, and you can link it. Oh, Discover Solutions. Yeah, Karina.
Oh, nice. So I've never shared an Amplify post before. Does it give you the option to edit? Like
Yeah.
if you're sharing it to Facebook?
Yeah, you can edit the text. You can change the wording, anything like that.
So you could feasibly pick the Amplify post, and depending on how Facebook gives you exposure on it, but then you could also use that special link, like go to the special link that would link you to that product that you're sharing from Amplify. So they got all of it together. So if they're interested in your Amplify post, then they can go right to it and get that oil.
Yeah.
And it would be hooked to you.
Absolutely. And one thing that I look for when I see something online that I'm interested in, I always look for the comments, right? Like, what are people saying about this? And if you're going to link them in the post, put another link in the comment, right? Comment on your own stuff, because that helps with the social proof and helps people take the next step when they're checking into what you're doing.
Yeah, that might be even better to do the connecting on that.
Yeah.
So that way you have a better chance of having Facebook show you to people then.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, well, that's what I had for tonight. Does anyone have any questions? I don't know why I sang that, but apparently I felt like singing. I
have a testimony, like not a testimony. I don't know what you say. What do you say? A discovery of self.
Testimony's good.
Okay. So all week, probably like for a week or so, I've been I'm not a super anxious, well, that's not true. I'm kind of anxious, go kind of person, but a not stressed person. And I've been really stressed and kind of down and negative and feeling like just not feeling it lately, even though everything is going great. And then I started to thinking about things that I was using oils, where I kind of went a whole 2 weeks without using oils. I was just too busy, just not thinking about it. I got out of it. I started using oils again, and I was using different ones and forgive a lot. And I started to think, and if I cry, sorry. I started to think it was a lot to do with the trip, the Puerto Vallarta, I can't say, Puerto Vallarta trip. Okay, because we both are going to go. And I listened to that summer success stuff, and one of the women on there started talking like she like won it for 3 years, but she didn't go because she was building her team. How so me, because I don't stop to think about anything, and I kind of just realized I don't stop to think about it because I just don't think I'm good enough.
Oh.
And you know you are. We all are.
Yes, yes.
Well, I mean, there's just more realization. It just was like being near people who are so good at it, and I'm just not, and I just feel like I fake it all the time, and it's so funny because I have a lot of passion for this, and I love helping people, but I still have a lot of self-doubt, you know. And then I asked Romy tonight, can she call one of my girls, because she's super down. Like, she's so hard on herself too, and she's not feeling it. She's not motivated at all. She kind of feels like she's a dead weight because we build the team pretty quickly. And I said, Romy, can you please encourage her? You're an amazing motivator. And I was driving down, leaving a class tonight, and I thought, why did I ask Romy to do that? I need to be the one that does that. You'll mess up my hair. So. I thought, I need to be the one that does that. And so I just called her and just kind of confessed like all that I had been feeling, and just kind of opened up to her, because I do not do vulnerability. I am not good at that.
Well, you're very good at it.
Now I am. But that's because I put spearmint on my throat all day. And it like all poured out of me. And I was like, I don't know. I just feeling that was it. So I hope that helps someone.
That was so good. Thanks for being vulnerable. That was awesome. Just so you know, I don't think that it matters how old you are, what rank you are, what you're doing in your life. I think we all have different stages where we have those feelings. And I'm right there with you. I definitely go through those times. I would not want to give Kenzie leeway to share some of the things that I have shared with Kenzie. I'm all about vulnerability, but oh boy. So I think it's very normal in that, but it's super important to be able to express it as well. And it's very beneficial for all of us to be able to hear somebody else say it, because it validates that, you know, it's rough. We're going through something that's rough, but it doesn't define us, and it's not permanent. It's a process.
And this is, I probably could not possibly be going better in doTERRA for us. Like, I mean, I had 7 cancellations at the beginning of the month, but I also have that motivation, and the Lord just filled it all right back in. So it literally could not be going better for me to have all these overwhelming feelings, you know.
Well, that makes even more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because who's afraid of success?
Yeah.
Who is worthy of success?
Mm.
Everybody stick your hand up. Everybody's worthy of success. But who doesn't feel worthy of success?
Mm-hmm.
So it's all normal processing, me included. So it's not, to me, that's why this is important to me, because we're a community that loves each other, and for you to feel safe to share that with us, that's awesome. Really, really awesome. And I'm really excited for what's coming for you guys this month and the future. I'm really proud of you guys.
And I wonder how many other uplines feel that way. I think that Romy and Mark have something that a lot of other doTERRA advocates don't feel. Does that make sense? It's a caring community here, and it isn't in other uplines.
Oh, thank you. Well, and for me, I'll be honest, there's times where it would be I think about sharing some of that vulnerability. And as leaders and as we grow forward into our business and our business gets bigger, sometimes it's hard to do that separation of how much vulnerability do we share, and where is that position of leadership, where if we share too much vulnerability, will we scare people off? And so that's kind of where I am. I believe 100% in sharing my feelings on where I have been or am in some of those situations, because I think it brings us right down back to the basics, and it brings us to earth. It keeps us on that level of we're not elevated. I'm not any better than you guys are. And our emotions all run in a very similar pattern. We just happen to hit different corners of the river at different times. So.
And I just want to be you when I grow up.
I see so many of you, and it's like, oh, I just love to be a leader like that.
I know.
So we all have goodness, we all have good things, and that's why we get to be together, because then we get to pull from those. We don't have to be the end all be all. We just have to have a good network of people that are in our circle that we can pull from.
The tribe.
Yes. And you guys are an amazing tribe. The best freaking tribe ever. All right. Any other questions, comments? We are 10 minutes to the hour. Oh my gosh. If we hurry up, we'll be done before the hour. Go, Kenzie.
Yeah, we rocked it. Okay, we're going to give some stuff away.
Awesome.
And since Mark's not here, who knows how many things we're going to give away.
Free reign.
Okay, the first one is the foaming face wash.
Nice.
I'm just going to go through them. So if your camera's not on, you will not win.
That's Mark's rule, just so you know.
Yeah. And the winner of the foaming face wash is Abigail R.
Congratulations. Where are you from, Abigail? You're muted.
Terry Brat.
Oh, awesome.
So right now in South Carolina, Crystal introduced me. So
sweet. Welcome to the family. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You'll just send me your address and I'll get this sent to you, and Crystal can help you connect with
Okay. Sounds great.
Cool. And if any of you guys are not Facebook friends with me yet, please add me as your friend. I like to check out you guys during the week. Not that that sounded creepy or anything. Okay. Eucalyptus is the next oil. And the winner of the eucalyptus is Penny.
Yay, Penny!
Penny, are you trying to talk to us?
There. I think I got it. It's been a long time since I've been on. Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome.
It's
so I have to,
everybody.
You too. I have to share just a quick story about the first time that I met Penny. It will be a memory that I will never forget, and I have a lousy memory, just so you know. So before convention, I was at Walmart doing a Petty Manny. I had the truck, so we were marked. And Penny messaged me. So she saw the truck in the Walmart parking lot, came into where I was getting the Manny Petty, and introduced herself to me. It was the coolest thing ever. I loved it.
I goofed up. I can't see anybody. I need to get back in and unmute.
Oh, we can see you.
Well, I can't see you guys. I don't know what I clicked.
Yeah.
I'll be quiet. I'll be quiet.
I'll mute you. Okay, so the next one is geranium.
Nice.
Actually, it's not a nice oil, but you can
It's
mix
not.
it with other things.
It smells bad, but it's
Kenzie,
an awesome oil.
it's an awesome oil.
Yes, it is.
Teenagers with acne, oh my gosh, it's a go-to for them.
Even just dry skin, like every time I do the iTobi
Oh.
lately, this oil
Yeah.
comes up, and I think
Yeah.
you gotta be.
It's amazing.
And just so you know, they call it the poor man's rose.
And it's also super good for those nasty skin infections. That
Because
they
that was
have.
compliant.
Yeah.
Those occasional nasty.
Those occasional nasty skin complaints that they have no bacteria or or whatever you want to call it for it.
You're awesome.
Just put it on and it just kicks it.
All right, so I don't love the smell, but you can put other things with it. It is a great oil. And the winner is Corey.
Woohoo, Corey! You are hot.
And the last oil is a deep blue, 5 ml.
Nice.
And the winner of the deep blue is Candy.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Oh, awesome! That's fantastic.
Cool.
I bet you'll show up more, huh? Because it's free stuff.
No, this is exciting. I've never used that one before, so it'll be a new one to try.
It's amazing.
Melissa's talked about it quite a bit. I just haven't ever used it. I've always stuck to my safe ones, and I'm like, I know I love lavender and breathe, and so it's nice to venture out.
Yes, it's amazing. Love it.
Cool. All right, well, that's all I had. One other thing just to throw out there, you guys know doTERRA now has the DIY stuff that came out a few months ago, but the mister is now available, and I got one today. And my child, my 4-year-old, now has a new chore, and he loves it. He mists every room in the house. It's incredible. So if you don't have a mister yet, get one.
Cool.
I ordered 2 today, so now I'm really excited.
Sweet.
All right, Romy.
All right, you guys. Have an awesome week. Holler if you need anything. Go get those BOGOs. Collect the Christmas presents.
Take care.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.